Everyone, I was posting things on the stories so that way I could get attention. How is everyone today? Pardon me, I have to take my allergy medicine. It is not going to be a long stream today, guys. It is going to be a shorter one because your girl has had a fucking week. Hi, Moon! Let me tell you something, guys. Your girl's had a fucking week. Moon helped make it a little better, but it's been a week, guys. So, let me take my nasal. Ow, motherfucker! Let me take my nasal spray. Hold on. That's not a good pump. Excuse you. One more because it's not working. It's like I need a new one. Here we go. Okay, so as all of you know, last week is my wedding anniversary on Wednesday. I was saying I was having a little car troubles. I think I might have mentioned it on stream. I was having car troubles. But I was like, it's not that bad. So I get spark plugs replaced. And I ignore everyone right now, Black Cats. But I didn't see you say anything today. But, so, that Tuesday, guys, after I got off the stream, I spent the rest of the day calling mechanics, trying to make, hi, Dan, how you doing, baby? Trying to call mechanics, trying to figure out what to do. I'm getting $700 here, $300 here, $800 there. I'm like, wow, you're all trying to rip my asshole open. Okay. Over spark plugs. One guy wanted $300 alone just for the spark plugs. And I'm like, Dan, I feel your pain. It's been a week. So the problem with it is, and there was also that went down behind the scenes, but it's too personal to bring up. Let's just say that your girl had a very panicky time for a little bit. And then when it came to when it came to figuring out what was going on with the car, Matt was like, well, we can push it a little more. It's not that bad. It's just a spark plug. So we did, and we drove it to a bunch. I spent my wedding anniversary driving around mechanics. Okay, so let's start with that. It's only been 2 days. How's it been a week? Right, Ark? So I spent my whole wedding anniversary driving around mechanics. Well, the last mechanic says to us that the spark plugs could bust at any time. Like, straight up just implode. He's like, and then this car won't work. I looked at my husband, because we, at the time, had to get food shopping done for the house. And I was like, well, we're not doing that. He's like, it's fine. It's fine. I said, no. And it's been the same kind of thing, the narrative that we were hearing from all the different mechanics was that the car's not doing good. The car needs this now, da-da-da-da-da. No problem. Got you. I hear you. So I tell him, let's skip the anniversary dinner. Let's just go straight home. He's like, no, we're going to go. Okay, so we go. It was only 5 minutes down the street, so it wasn't that big a deal. So we go out for our anniversary dinner, but the whole time I'm sitting there thinking about this fucking car. Well, the anniversary dinner was right next to the auto place that sold the filter and the spark plugs, so we go and we buy them. And by the way, hi everyone. Sorry, I'm not saying hi to individuals today. I am saying hi. That's not hard because hi Allison, hi Mitchell, hi Raven, hi Dan, hi Ark, hi Moon, hi Black Cats, hi everybody. Anyways, so I said to him, we need to buy these spark plugs now. I want them bought, and I'm gonna look up how to replace them. Because I had heard from so many people that no matter what year the car is, replacing the spark plugs is not that hard. Okay? That's what I've been told. Hi, Charlotte. That's what I had been informed. So, okay, so then it's not that hard. Charlotte, I was not, whatchamacallit. I asked last week, but you weren't on. Can you message me the what else you want done on your daughter's drawing? Because her painting of her is done, but if you want anything else done to the painting, you gotta let me know before I mail it out to you, honey. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So we go to dinner, we buy the spark plugs, and buy the filter, which also needed to be replaced. And I was like, who do I know would have the proper tools to replace spark plugs? Because we have some of them, but we don't have all of them. There's certain wrenches and shit you need and ratchets. And I was like, okay. So I call my dad. And my dad lives like 2 seconds from me. So I asked him, I was like, Daddy, do you have what I need? He says, sure, let me go into the garage. And he goes and he finds them, bada, bada, bada. And I was like, when we pull up the car, because she was misfiring the whole way. Now, I want you to think about it, guys. We had driven easily just in the afternoon going around from shop to shop, and we had driven easily 30 miles already throughout the day. So by the time we got to my dad's house, my car was like, mercy. Hi, Pink Poppies. So we stop, and my dad's like, pop the hood, we'll do this right now. I'm like, Dad, are you sure? He's like, shut up and do it, which is just how my family is. Literally, if if you ever hear me say to someone, just shut up, when I'm offering, that is directly from my dad. And we couldn't tell what was wrong. And the thing is, neither could any of the mechanics. They were all like, it's definitely part of the spark plugs, but it could be the gasket. It could also be transmission. It could be the setup. They were throwing out all these different things because the spark plugs were fucking up everything. So that was what was really messing it up. And the spark plugs were shooting fuel into the engine, which was causing the other issues. But I digress. So again, the guys at the thing told me, I don't recommend driving it for very long. So I heeded this warning. My dad is a really cool fucking dad. I will tell you right now, I have always said this. I was saying it to my dad the other night. I've never been one of those kids that's like, oh, I don't want to hang out with my parents. I always wanted to hang out with my parents because my parents were cool and they still are. My dad's awesome. You ever want to hear a great story? If you guys think I tell a good story, which I can never tell if you do. If you think I tell stories well, where do you think I got it from? But I digress. So my dad, who is 72, has issues with his shoulders, is now helping me and my husband get these spark plugs out. Spark plugs are supposed to be one of the easiest fucking fixes. We're talking 20 minutes to an hour. 5 hours later, and my brother added to the mix, we finally get all of the spark plugs put into the car. Hi, after 40. Now, guys, ask me why I'm still stressing if last Wednesday we replaced the filter and the spark plugs. The car wouldn't turn over no matter what we did. No matter what trick we used, no matter what it was. So, the next day, we had the car towed to my father's because I have my T-Mobile gave my husband free AAA and I have roadside assistance through my car insurance. If you have a car and you have car insurance, I highly recommend spend the extra dollars, get the roadside assistance. If you do nothing else, get the fucking roadside assistance because what would it cost me $80 cost me nothing because all I had to do was call and say, tow my car here. And I have Liberty Bibbity. I have Liberty Mutual, and it was really cool. Everything's done in the app. You say what you need, you give the addresses, and then they just send it. But anyways, so I now have the car there at my dad's mechanic. It was a friend of his. And Tim looks at the car and he's saying the timing is off. You did everything right with the spark plugs. Because I was sitting there saying, we broke our car. It's my car. Because I love my car, guys. You don't understand. I've had that car since 2014. And it was my first big girl purchase. And it was my first new car ever. Actually, it was my first car ever. Because every other car that we'd had belonged to Matthew. And this was my car. We bought it for me. Which then, of course, Matt's car broke down the day we got that car. But still, that's okay. So I love this car. I have a very emotional attachment to it. And we just paid it off in January. So, of course, it's breaking now. And we talked to Tim. Tim's like, you did the spark plugs just fine. Those all line up. Yes, and if anyone asks, yes, they were gapped. They were pre-gapped when we got them from the whatchamacallit, the store. So Tim looked at everything. He's gonna check again and maybe see if he missed anything today. But yeah, I say today because the car still is not running as of today. It's a week, almost a week to the day, and the car still is not running. He's saying the timing is off, but he can't figure out how to fix the timing because every time he puts in the machine to check what's going on, it doesn't exactly show him proper codes. And so they're now saying we got to take it to a Volkswagen. Yes, I drive a Passat. They're saying we got to take it to a Volkswagen specialist. And I'm like, oh, all I'm hearing is dollar signs. So that's the conundrum I'm at right now, guys, because the problem is I very much need a car for my husband to function because his job, I make almost as much as I used to make when I sold mattresses now between all my jobs. So I make sure that I bring enough for the household. But it's no secret that my husband makes the bulk of the money. So if he can't get to work, your girl's homeless. And that's the other problem that we're facing right now is that my poor dad has been getting up at 4:30 every morning and driving my husband to work like the fucking super dad that he is. Because we're out in the boonies. Uber doesn't exist at 6 a.m. And so 6 a.m., 5 a.m. is when Matt goes to work. So that's where I'm like, shit. Because the problem is, as you guys know, I rent to own this household. I'm trying to buy it. Well, what can't you buy if you get a fresh new car loan? That's the problem I'm at right now. I need to get the proceedings done for the house, but if I get the car loan, I can't get the house. And I need to get the house. I need to get the house like now. So when I tell you guys, that was stressing me out. Then, it's the silly one, but to begin with, 2 days I spent on the car. 2 days. Well, here's the fun thing. I lost 2 days of work. Here. So I'm behind, and that was one of the reasons why on Thursday my video never went up, but it is going today at 3 o'clock. That was why I was stressing so much on Thursday because I'm sitting there going back and forth trying to figure out what's wrong with the car, trying to figure out what we're going to do, what's going to happen, and trying to get all my Inktober's done. I was also doing, because right now, as you guys know, I work for No System, and with No System, we are amping up for a lot. And so I just simply did not have the time to focus on the video. It was, when I tell you, insane. And shit still isn't perfect. I'm going to be very honest. It is still not perfect. But we are in a slightly, minutely better state, at least, than I was on Thursday. And so right now, that's what's going on over here. And that is why, if anyone's wondering why Star Song was kind of like, ugh, because I have a lot of video and photo editing to do. And much of it I have to do solo because half of it is for my own channel and the other half is for my actual retail job that affects not just me but a whole team. So yeah. And then, as if it wasn't enough, because if anybody works at home or works at a desk job, you know that your chair is the absolute backbone, literally and figuratively, of you being able to get work done. Well, my desk chair broke. And I'm like, just what I need. And it's not broken whereas I can't sit in it. It's broken as in my 5'2" ass is too short for it. And so I would constantly, if you guys remember, I would have to constantly jump to get back in the chair. Well, the tension that keeps the chair, because like it tilts, right? So you can tilt it for however you need it. But when I tilt it forward, I slide too much, which hurts my hips, my knees, and my ankles. And I've always known that. I needed a flat surface, not a tilting surface. Well, the tension broke, so now the chair sits at a tilt. So if I sit in that chair, even though it is better for my back and my butt, if I sit in that chair for too long, everything goes numb. I pissed off somebody. I pissed off someone. I think so, Raven. Sounds like someone hit star someone with a bad luck charm. Right. And if any of you have been paying attention, where am I going a week from now? Next Monday, I fly to Vegas, guys. So, and again, this is the stuff I'm allowed to speak about because there's some stuff that's just private. And, oh, I won't. Hell no. Hell, if I was going to, I'm not now. I don't go to Vegas to gamble. I don't do that kind of stuff. I'm not going to Vegas to drink. I might get one drink just because they're cheaper there and you can carry them around the street. But frankly, I go because if you like architecture of any kind, if you like just looking at design and museums, Vegas is fucking chock full of them. Do you know what I'm excited to go to? I'm excited to go to the Natural History Museum. Now, I'm obviously excited for the festival. That's the whole reason why we started to go. But that's not till the weekend. I'm going to enjoy myself. It's going to be me and my husband. And the thing is, I'm very proud of us. We've paid off everything. Like, we paid everything in advance. Even the spending money we paid in advance. We did everything right. Which is why I'm so pissed that everything's going wrong. And so, it's definitely been a week. It's been a week, guys. And so, the reason why I said Moon helped is Moon sent me a very sweet get the slosh tips. I'm thinking about it. Matt and I already mapped out every restaurant we want to go to because we want to obviously, financially make sure we can. We're not big on souvenirs. Honestly, I used to be a souvenirs person and then I got Orion and Axel. I don't do souvenirs anymore. That's sadly how things work though. Yeah, but the thing is, like with me, anyone who's followed me a long time knows it's like remarkable. Like, it always gets a little extra oomph when it's me. I don't know why after 40. But when I tell you. But yeah, we don't do like souvenirs. To begin with, I always get worried that they're going to break. So if we do, it has to be something like, I have to look at it and be like, I'll be thinking about that 3 years from now, Matt, I didn't get it. I went to Vegas in 2018. There is not a single thing that I saw in Vegas in 2018 that makes me think, man, I'm mad I didn't bring it home. The only thing I was mad about in 2018 that I didn't get fucking prime rib. Oh, I was pissed. I was so pissed. My husband did not want to get it, and the friends that we went with were the kind of people that don't believe in bleeding meat. And I was like, you guys are sinners. All of you. And so since nobody wanted to get it, I very well couldn't go anywhere in Vegas on my own. Because that's how a girl gets killed. And so I was like, well, guess I'm not getting my prime rib then. And so I didn't. But someday I will. But so that's what's been going on with me, guys. It's been a hell of a week, and the Lord be testing my limits. I'll tell you that right now. I'm normally like, oh, life is good, life is great, but sometimes life smacks you. But onward and upward. That's what I always say. I think you guys will like what's going to be coming out this Thursday, especially because the video is nearly done editing. As soon as I get off of here, I'm going to finish editing and get scheduled. And if anyone remembers, you all asked me to do my animal videos. Well, the rest of this month is going to be chock full of animal videos. Hello, bitcoins. I did. So Moon sent me a lovely little gift. That's what I was trying to say. I think I got distracted and didn't say it. So Moon sent me a very lovely little gift. The other day she asked me if I played Animal Crossings. And I was like, I do, but girl, I ain't got the time. And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, number one, I can't afford it. Because if I have to pick spending the money on Animal Crossings or buying litter or food for the house or a bill, it's not feasible right now for me to buy a game that I don't even have the time to play right now. And Moon was like, well, I have a copy. And I was like, what do you mean you have a copy? She's like, I bought an extra one and I forgot why you said, but it made a lot of sense what she said. I'll be lurking, just editing 3 videos so they can be released today. Damn, Ark. Well, you have fun with that, sir. Do not break your eyes. But anyways, so Moon apparently went and bought it, just to make sure she had it for other reasons. But she's like, but I don't really need it. So do you want it? And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, I really want to play, Animal Crossing with you. Do you want the game? And I was like, well, I don't want to take your money. She's like, I already spent the money, so just take it. And I was like, okay. And she sent it to me. And it came, and I didn't get to play it for about 3 days when it first came because I was just so busy. And then this was, I forgot what night it was, but I looked at Matthew and I threw up my hands and I said, I'm not fucking doing anything else tonight. I'm gonna go play video games. He said, good for you, babe. And I said, shut up, don't patronize me. But I did. I was getting very frazzled because, again, the personal stuff alongside all of the stuff that I can share. Normally I roll with the punches and I work hard until there's no more work and then I can flop over and be okay. But I couldn't this time. It was very overwhelming for me. I've been seeing an awful lot of horrible practice when it comes to animals. Tons of people trying to rehome senior. Yeah, welcome to the holiday season. Welcome. That's what happens every year. And so I came in here and I was like, I can't show Moon this island. It's gotta look good. And so I worked very hard and I got my island up to where I felt it was appropriate to be viewed. And then I went and I was like, I'm gonna open up my world to Moon. And she and I had a lot of fun playing, and she greatly helped my island. Let me tell you something. Moon's island is gorgeous. She's got everything on it. And she just starts handing me shit. She's like, here, you need this, take it. Here, you need this, take it. And I was like, because I played it before. Was it Wild World? Whatever one it was on the mobile. I played that one. And I played that one because it was the pandemic and I needed to put my energy into something that was, I don't know how to phrase it, but something that relaxed me but also entertained me. And there was a lot of pretty stars. And so I had it and I loved it. And then my phone had a meltdown. And the thing is, I don't know what it was about that particular save, but every time I tried to connect my Nintendo account to it to save it off of the account, it would fuck up. It would fuck up royally. And I'm excited for where it's going. I keep getting killed by the scorpion, and then when I finally almost got it last night, it yeeted itself into the river, and I was like, fuck you. But anyways, so my phone had an aneurysm in 2020. I was driving home from work, and I was playing music, and I hadn't done an update in a while because I remember reading that the update was kind of weird, and it kept trying to shut down the whole phone, and so I ignored the update. I was like, no, fuck you, I don't want to do it. And I only ignored it for like a day or two. My phone turned itself off completely, and then it bricked itself. And when it bricked itself, the problem was, guys, this was less than a year after my mom passed away. And at the time, I had recordings of my mom on my phone. T-Mobile was able to recover them for me and send them through an email, so I have them. But I couldn't get into my phone. It was locked. And I had to reset my phone. And the other part was, when I reset my phone, well, my Animal Crossings, which I had spent 4 months curating, I had so much star stuff, and it looked so pretty. Well, it was gone. And I was so mad, because I had spent months trying to get my Nintendo account to attach to it. I was so mad. I uninstalled the game, and I haven't looked at it since. And I was mad at any version of Animal Crossing after that because of that instance. And so when New Horizons came out, I was like, like, I didn't want to look at it at all. I was like, no, devil. But it's a good game, and I'm glad Moon sent it to me. I am, because I've been enjoying it. And it's been a good distraction, because the problem is sometimes when I enjoy games like Borderlands and Horizon Zero Dawn and things like that, and so they're great games, but the problem is that sometimes I get so into the action part that I lose myself. And it's the same with Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley, I can get lost for hours upon hours upon hours playing Star Sun. I don't know. This is all very blurry. I have no idea why this is so blurry. Because I can see it even on my computer. But I think this camera's starting to go. I don't think it was designed to be used this much. Let me see. Yeah, because look, even bringing it closer, it's still blurry. Let me see if I can clean off the lens. Maybe that'll help. And the camera's hot, too. Like, this feels awfully hot. Hi, Chaco. But yeah, so, like, I'll lose myself for hours in Stardew Valley to an unhealthy degree. Because I just freaking love it. And Moon said, you must be very good at these games. And I'm like, I never particularly thought I was. But maybe I am. All right, hold on. Let me see something. Let me see if I'm not putting out general. My quality selection, it should be at 720. And that's the only two options I have is 720 and 430. 480 rather. Should I refresh? Oh my god, it's super blurry now. All right, guys, I'm going to try to refresh. We'll see what happens. We'll see if that helps. So, let's see. Who's ready? 3, 2, 1. There we go. Beautiful. The rain is gone. Okay. I thought it was just me. I thought that was just me seeing that. So much better. Oh my god. So much better. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, the video games. And so the problem is, like, I needed a game that there was no risk of me doing that, where I would just lose myself so completely that I would be in the game for hours. And thankfully with Animal Crossing, you really can't get that lost because it's all real time. You know, you can't force that. You can do some things, but you can't force that really. And that was the funniest part for me, is that I'm so used to like Stardew Valley, where you can kind of jerry-rig it to obey you, and suddenly you're, you know, flying through a whole season. And I have done it where I have done an entire season in one evening. And I do all the prep work, and I'm ready for the next, ready for the next, ready for the next. Well, I can't do that with Animal Crossing. So after a while, it's like, hey, bitch, you gotta go sleep. And I'm like, hey, bitch, you're right. And so that's why it's the perfect one for me to play right now, because I can't get too distracted. I can get just distracted enough that I'm not stuck. But, I mean, you are old, so it's within possibilities. Bite me, Chaco. Bubblyito, Chaco, hello, my darlings. But yeah, like I said earlier, guys, I don't know if I said it too much. This isn't gonna be a super long stream today because I just have so much to do. But I want to at least do this on stream with everybody and get this drawing really the bulk of it colored. And I will tell you, I understand for you guys, you may not see this color. It's a very faint color, but it makes everything go from like bright white to like off-white, which is what we need. Because I want to make sure this isn't just a white surface for her. This is going to be a tattoo. So, you know, I want to give it some depth. But, whew, so yeah. So right now, I am praying that I get a call from my dad at some point with him saying to me, hey, oh, I'm getting a text right now, as a matter of fact. Let's see. Oh, and I have a missed call. Whoops. Oh, well, it's not from my dad. What year is your car? Oh my God. They have, what was, do I have, I swear to God, I'm so fucking intuitive sometimes. It's a, I'm telling my dad right now. Perfection. Yeah, so because everyone keeps asking me, well, have you found out what's wrong with the car yet? No, I have not. I promise you, you will all know. But you know what's funny, guys? So I've been so busy, like, I'll tell you guys a little backstory about me. I used to be the most emotionally available friend for everyone I knew. And I mean that. Like, every friend I have comes to me when they're stressed, when they're, and maybe not necessarily any of you guys here in the chat, but my real life people, I am their sounding board. And I was often the one, you know, they have a cheating husband, they call me and complain about it. I was the one they were having a rough time. I was the one they called about it. It's always been me that people have relied on for that emotional support. Well, I can't be that person anymore. I've said it for years. But over the last year and a half, I have, started to be emotionally there for folks again. And I kept telling everybody, right now, guys, I'm really busy. I probably won't answer as much. Well, my phone still kept blowing up every day. Every single day, my phone was blowing up. I was getting phone calls all the time. And the thing is, when people call me, it is usually because they need to vent or bitch or get advice, which means I've got to put aside whatever it is I'm doing to give that to them. And it is never a 10-minute conversation. We're talking this will bloom into several hours. And I was constantly getting put behind. Because when I color and draw like that, or I edit, you are the chosen one. When I color and edit and stuff like that, I need to concentrate. I need to focus on this. So I got so frustrated. I was like, listen, everybody. And I posted it to my Facebook because that's where the people who call me are the most. And I posted to everyone. I'm like, guys, I love you all. And I understand you want me to be me right now. I can't. I have too much going on. I have too much that I need to do. I need you all to just, after October, then it'll be different. And I listed out everything I had to do. And when I listed it all out, I didn't realize just how much I've taken on. And I was like, holy shit, it is a lot. And since then, my phone's been quiet. My phone has been so nice and quiet. It's been so peaceful. And it's just because I am the person who runs my household. My husband makes the money, but I am the person that runs the household. I am the person that plans everything. And with Vegas coming up, and then right after I get back from Vegas is my brother's wedding. And, then we go into November. I'm helping doing all the graphics and sales for No System. That is my job. And then on top of it, I have my friend with her restaurant, and I am essentially an employee for her as well. I do all her social media, and I've been helping her plan her menus, and I've been helping her do all her social media posts. And I've got a lot to do. And so when I'm bombarded constantly with, hey, Cass, I just need to talk, or hey, no, guys, I need my moment. October is indeed madness, considering it's the month of the Libra. It explains a lot, but I'm not a Libra. It explains nothing. I am no Libra. But yeah, it was so if any of my friends and family are here in the chat and listening, I appreciate you for giving me the space that I really needed. Because I know usually I'm pretty emotionally available to everybody, but your girl needs to think about her for a moment. Do you even sleep? Lately, no. I've been staying up every single night. Lately, I barely go to bed, and if I do, it's only for a couple of hours, which I know is not healthy, especially coming from me, but right, see, that's my June after 40. The birthdays and all the anniversaries, that's my June. Oh, yeah, like I said, so, let's see. In October, it's two of my close friends' birthdays. It's Gothix's birthday was yesterday. My friend Cindy's birthday is tomorrow. It's my wedding anniversary. It's 4 of my friends' wedding anniversaries. Okay, so let's start with that. And then it's gonna be my brother's wedding anniversary as well. And then you've got the Inktober. I've got the fall art that I do. I've got my own videos. Staying up every night work. Yeah, pretty much. I was no play whatsoever, which is why I just finally broke down. I was like, I'm gonna play video games, okay? I'm just gonna do that, and it's gonna be great. And so that's exactly what I did. And I have no regrets because it did help. It did help a lot. But yeah, so Now, I will say this, guys. You're going to want to tune into my video today. And I made sure to put it at the beginning of the video so that way you don't have to stay all the way through if you don't want to. But I have a little bit of an announcement. Another thing to add onto the layers of what I've been doing. This is a lot. I guess I'm just venting today, guys. I don't normally need to vent, but I think we have a good... You know what? Actually... There's only 13 of us. Chaco. It's related to the drawings I sent you guys and that I put up on the Patreon about the monster faces. Do you think I should just say it now in this small stream? Just for everyone else for here? Because it's going to be announced at 3 on my video anyway. What do you think? Give me your opinion, girl. Think I should just say it now? Quiet Chris, when you do the ... it's kind of funny because it's like you're commenting on being quiet. All right. I'll try Ark, you know too, so you know what I'm talking about. So guys, I officially have merch. It's not much, but I have merch. Hold on. Let me, Here we go. Let me share. Let me share a little with you. I designed all 3 of these. They're the next installments on my Faces of Fright Night. The Dracula, the Frankenstein, and this is my personal favorite, the zombie. And yes, I get a cut before anyone asks. I don't think my stickers are live yet. But they will be. So, oh, thanks. Thanks, Raven. So if you guys want to support me, but you also genuinely like my artwork, this is your chance to own a shirt with my artwork on it. I worked really hard on those guys. I have been stressing for weeks about this because I wasn't sure if it was going to happen, and I'm now getting my own of each shipped to me. I'm fucking stoked. They're all self-portraits. Bite me, Chaco. Hold on, I will get you the link right now. We ship everywhere. I am the head of customer service, guys. So if you have any shipping problems, understand when you message them, you'll be talking to me. They come all the way up to 4X RJC. How I know? That's what mine got ordered in. So if you want to support me and you want anybody at No System to say, wow, Stars Designs sell, go and buy them. Because it'll give more incentive for me to eventually have my own store. Because I have plans. I want to go through our earring manufacturer, and I want to get my emblem done in wood for the earrings. There's a lot I want to do. Guys, I have so many plans. And so this was part of what was stressing me out. This was one of the things that I wasn't talking about. But since there's only a few of us here, if you guys want to support me, it would be amazeballs. But also if you just like the artwork, because I'm gonna tell you right now, let me show you something. Let me tell you this. Well, I'm gonna go to the actual, see this guy? See this dude? I think I'm getting him. Yeah, see this? I'm fixing, don't worry. I'm fixing this demo, don't worry. I I consternated over this. I couldn't see straight after drawing him. I think I'm getting it in a black. I could not see straight for like a week after I drew these. The zombie everyone likes, and so I have no shame in agreeing, but I won't lie. Now, this is not how my Dracula looks. I'm going to tell you that right now. Apparently, we had to adjust it. Mine kind of looks more like parchment. We had to adjust the colors for it to translate. I'm very proud of the perspective. So I'm proudest of the zombie. But perspective-wise, I'm really proud of the Dracula because it looks like he's rearing back. And you guys have no idea how much perspective has fucked me up for years. I'm great at the 3/4 face turn. I'm fantastic at that. I have that down pat. I have side profiles taken care of. Front-facing profiles, very difficult for me. Up, down, left, right. Like, those all very difficult for me. So... I'm very proud of. The portrait of Cass on a t-shirt, bite me. I love the clown one. I don't think the clown's on a shirt. If you guys want the other designs on shirts, you'll have to ask because obviously we have to pay to get them up and These are only, I'm going to request that we only release these during Halloween. So if you want them, you only have till October 31st to get them. I will probably have my own store next year. So, if you want them, you'll have to wait a whole year. And I'm excited because I want to wear them when I'm in Vegas. I'm going to exit out now so that we can go back to the drawing. But, yeah, I'm kind of really stoked, guys. I worked really hard on these designs, and it was my manager who's like, you need to show these to Brian. And I was like, well, I mean, they're good, but I don't know if they're good enough. How much for a bub? A bub is better than Choco t-shirt. Whoo! Well, that would be part of my own store eventually, Bublito. And I would do a competition. Why limited time? I is broke. But you can save up for next year, Arc. Which body part are you willing to lose for that to happen? Listen, I will happily do a pair of shirts. One Choco is better than Bublito and one Bublito is better than Choco, and we'll let the people decide, guys. We'll let them buy it. We'll see who you've pleased. I walked now. If I could, I would, Arc. Riot time. It's definitely like, oh, I work so hard, guys. And it'll make you want it next year. Let's go, boy. Fight, fight. These flies. Who else had a problem with fruit flies this year? Like, my God. I would do 2 individual shirts. One where Bublito is the better mod, and one where Choco is the better mod. One where, you know, Bublito beating the crap out of Choco. And although I would need to do a little changing around, fuck the little shits. That goes without saying. I'll have to buy both shirts. I can't choose between my favorite mods. I'm a married spud. So that's what I will tell you guys. I'm so excited for it, and I'm glad you guys appreciate it and that you like them, because let me tell you something. That lost me a lot of sleep. And I'm not saying it's not worth it, because they're not to pat my own back, but they're good designs. Like, I would venture to say these are the best designs I've ever done when it comes to the monsters. And it feels nice because it means I am getting better. Which, if you're an artist, you always feel like you're not getting better. And you always worry, are you just a one-trick pony? Is it only one image that you did right? You always have these moments where you're kind of worried. And I'm very glad that everyone universally not only likes it, but likes the one that I felt I did the best on, you know? It tells yourself that you're doing something right and you're on the right path and you're going to be okay and da-da-da-da. Let me check something really quick. My nose is stuffing because we got to replace the litter boxes. And why can't I replace the litter boxes? Because you don't have the car. I can't go and get the litter, and shipping it is expensive. So let me see if my paycheck came in so I can blow my money on cat litter. Because I'm going to need to. Yay, I can blow money on cat litter today. Woohoo. Guys, I'm not going to stay on much longer. Again, seriously, because of all the shit I got to get done today. I wonder what you're going to say. I can't bring myself to sign the chipmunks. Don't feel done. Listen. You have to feel good about what you're drawing. That's the most difficult part. That is the most difficult part about this whole thing. Cat litter is very important, and it was one of the things we were going to get while we were out last week, and I got like one bag because that's what we could get shipped here. But it's not enough. I have a lot of fucking cats. We are more important than shit you gotta do. No. Just take care of yourself while you work, girl. No rush, but how's my commission? Your commission is the next on it. It's a little different. Yeah, yours is the next one after this one. It's just she's been waiting so long. Also, I don't think we discussed if it was going to be watercolor or marker. Because yours is done. Yours is here and done. It's just, I don't know if we discussed if it was going to be watercolor or marker. Or do you want it finished digitally? That's something I don't think I got to ask from you, RJ. It can be whatever I want. Oh, good. Watercolored is, because that's what I have the most of right now. Yeah. On top of that, guys, the other day, where is it? I did this fan art for my friend. It's a Lola. Okay. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. This girl is paler than me. But that's the only... I didn't realize it until afterwards. And then it started, like, this orangey colors. And I was like, oh, I used the wrong... Like, everything bled out. The markers are not doing well because I had to make do and I made the wrong colors. It was a whole thing. So... Your art is not last. There is other ones after yours. But it is marker, and that's the only problem I have right now is I need to buy more marker. So, after I get back from Vegas, because I am going to be opening, I've had many requests for commission. Again, I am not opening them until I have almost all these done. It's a fan art of somebody's OC that's different, and it was a do this in your style. So she asked for it. But the point is, I can't do marker art because at least not with human skin and most blues and greens and some yellows and reds. I'm running out of colors, let's put it that way. I need new markers. It's not the same thing. It is not the same thing, and you know I have made that distinction. Do not make me go off. But, so that's the problem that I'm having right now is that I need to buy new markers. My marker sets range from $80 to $300. So again, it's a business expense. It is, and I can write it off and all that shit, but it's still having that $80 on hand. It is not the same thing. Oh my god, Animane. That would be such a downgrade from who you already have. Have you? That's what I'm talking about, Raven. I need the Ohuhu 320 set. That's what I use. I already use Ohuhu. That's the brand I already use. I used Arteza, but the problem is that their markers, the colors, they bleed. All their yellows and reds and some of their browns bleed. Bad. Yes, it is, and you know it. That girl is way more fucking talented than me. She's a fucking champ. I haven't seen you in a fat minute. I know he's been here in and out. But whatchamacalls it? No, I want to open them up. I don't know how many slots I'm gonna open. I know not as many as I did for Penny's emergency because whew. And there's some commissions that I can't do because I think people just said they'd take a commission just because they wanted to give me money. Because there's a couple of people who commissioned me and they gave me nothing else. They were on Livestream. And so they gave me nothing else to go by and no way to contact them. The 320 bullet is 136. Yeah, I want the brush nib. I can't use the bullet nib. It's I'm bougie. I need the brush nib. That's what I need. Arteza products, they're hit or miss. I like them. Like right now, I'm using Arteza. That's what I'm using right now. Their colored pencils are great. Their watercolors are fantastic. Their markers, I think that 216 is the that is the brush right there. Like, I need both. That's the problem after 40 because I need the color backup just in case. And this is the problem that I'm running into right now, is that I need the amount of art that I do is not the amount of art I was doing only a year ago or a year and a half ago. I'm doing a lot now. I know you're saying nib, but it sounds like nip. And that's the problem that I'm having, is that I have never done this much artwork before. Ever in my entire life. I did like sketches, but this much completed work, I never used to complete work. And so the problem is that now I am running out very quickly of resources. And like I thought I bought enough paper. I'm already on my last drawing pads for my small sketch and my large sketch. So I have to go out and buy more drawing pads. And I also have to go out and buy the markers and everything else. So that's the problem, that I don't like saying I could take commissions and then be limited to only watercolors, because that's limiting. And also, markers are way quicker. It's a good challenge. Yes, it is. It is. Oh, nipple markers. I knew I shouldn't have taken it seriously. 113 set of art. Yeah, but the problem is that the Art X Oros, I've used Artex before, and they're kind of as unreliable as the Arteza. Sometimes they're great, sometimes they come dry, sometimes they bleed. I have found the most consistent across the board has been Ohuhu. And the thing is, that's how I am. I need to be able to rely on what I'm using. And Ohuhu needs to get their refills. Right! They got their replacement nibs on the market. Oh, you're pricing on Amazon? Well, I have a list of everything I need. I keep it in my Amazon wish list, so that way I have it at the ready. And I'm often adding to it, so that way I don't forget what I need. But it's a bit of a struggle. I know, as long as I'm not an absolute nutcase about trying out different dishes in Vegas, I should have the money to order a new marker set when I get back. Because Matt and I already know exactly what we're gonna do, so I don't know. It's our wedding anniversary. We want to enjoy it. 10 years together. Well, 10 years married. Amazon today and tomorrow's early access, so a lot of discounts. Maybe I'll check that then. Go into clay art. Then you only ever need clay and acrylics, which are way more expensive. Nice try. Copics are nice, but honestly, okay. So Call Me Insane sent me the Prismas. Prismas are okay. I hate their nibs. Their nibs suck ass. They need better nibs. Their wide nib is way too wide. They don't have any brush nibs. It's not as... And their barrel isn't as comfortable to hold. And you're funny, Bubblito. You're hilarious. And Copics, I feel they are so overrated. Hi, Christian. Copics, I think, are so horribly overrated. Especially now on today's market. You know, there was a time when they were the king because they were literally the only fucking marker you could get. But that anyone spends the money on Copics now makes no sense to me. It's literally, they're the Apple of markers. That's what they are to me. They are the Apple products of markers. They're great because everyone remembers the time when they were the only ones there. But now there's other people, and there's other people that are more affordable with the same quality. The only thing you can't get is the refills. And even then, because the thing is, at that point, like they sit there and go, oh, well, at least with the Copic, you can refill it. Yeah, but then when you refill it, you got to get a new nib. So the new packet of nibs costs like $5 or $8. And the refill costs like $50. So at that point, you're constantly just rebuying another marker. I hate Apple. Yeah. Apple, to me, is a product that everyone thinks is best, but's not. It merely was the best at one time. Green apple is better than red apple. It's not even a question. But the best apple is Sweet Tango. Well, all I know is that whenever you got to replace the nib, it's still expensive. My $3 on Crayola, like the rich person I am. My daughter has some Copics, they dried out so fast. Right, and I don't like the ink on Copic as well. Doesn't Copic have a spray paint holster? They do. And Copic, again, is just their only success, in my opinion, is that they've been around a long time. So they got to do a couple of things. But she is going to be filling the touch markers with Copic ink. I mean, there's no difference. The pen doesn't implode with ink. So you could technically just buy the Copic refill, pull out your nib, and do that. But I like the colors that are available at Ohuhu and stuff like that. I know, Greta. You heard me say I was getting off, and I haven't yet. Good golly, Miss Smelly. I like how this cake is looking. I don't know if you guys can see the coloration. Oh, you can really well there. Pretty proud of that. I am about to have an Apple product. My boss is sending it to me for editing purposes for my job, which I appreciate, but I still hate. I'm still a hater. That's without a doubt. I just killed a fucking fly, and now I can't find its carcass to make sure it's dead. Oh, there it is. I can't stand fruit flies. Olo. I've never heard of Olo markers, but if they're expensive, don't show me. Don't put me through that shit. Got another. Ah! It dodged. I've been binge watching How Much Money I Make on YouTube videos recently. Oh! That feeling when Apple started making electric cars. Can't wait for their car to stop working after 2 years because of the software update. Are you saving carcasses from here? I don't know. I'm a whale. Biggest creature eats the smallest ones. I'm more of a digital art person myself. That being said, I don't do it a lot anymore. Yeah, screw those little creatures. I don't hate digital artwork. My brain has a hard time understanding it because I am so intuitive with what's in front of me. Like, I can understand the pencil touching the paper, creating that. It's very hard for me to manipulate digital tools to get what I want. It always feels like I never quite get the effect that I want. That's how it always feels when I do digital artwork. Right, Greta? I know, you're so cute. Oh, so I'm letting you guys know, the week I'm in Vegas and the week after the wedding, this is the last live stream for October, guys. I won't be going live at all for the rest of the month because I'm going to be either traveling or I will be whatchamacallit, helping out my brother's wedding. Heck, the day I come back from Vegas is the Tuesday after I leave, and I'm gonna be exhausted. I'm gonna be jet lagged. I will not be in any mental place to be live streaming. I'm gonna let you know that right now, guys. I'm good at my hands, Choco Hooligan. You suck then. Yeah, she does every year. Edie, why don't you go ahead in the comments, tell everyone what the themes are. I know what I said. That's not fair. I hope you have a wonderful time. I know I'm gonna have a great time in Vegas, and then when I get back, that's why I'm stressing so much, guys. I gotta get 4 videos edited this week, so that way they are scheduled in advance for whatchamacallit for the next 2 weeks, because there is gonna be a Tuesday video and a Thursday video for both weeks. So yeah, but tell them now last year's. And oh yeah, when I tell you, Choco, Edie is hilarious. What color should I do with little berries? As a matter of fact, I was up till 6:30 this morning. Oh yeah, my friend who stayed here last time, he's gonna stay here the whole week. Oh yeah, I never go on vacation for that reason, so my animals are partly why I can't go on vacation, so I make sure if I'm gonna go, someone's here watching them. And I mean here. Yeah, but Edie say what kind of birds? And Discord should really leave Moon in charge because you know what the frog and Sponge will do without you. Well, see, I'll have more time to look at my phone because I'm not going to be distracted by making artwork or editing videos or the animals. Like, I will be able to interact with you guys a little bit. It's like leaving Orion with a box. I like that. That was cute. Well, this cake is starting to come together. What you guys think? Communism? I think animals don't think that deep on it. Animals each have their own society. Some have more of a capitalist society, some have more of a socialist society, some live in a monarchy. It all depends. Fada's more active than me, and Cassie doesn't really look at Discord ever, so yeah, I never have the time. Clothes look nice. Thank you. I still gotta do more on that one, but the statue is done. The cake layers are done. It's all supposed to be very muted, so. Oh, okay. If it detects certain words, it won't. All right, so hold on. Let me. Her list didn't show up, but don't worry, guys. I'll put it up. Her lineup is tits, nuts, boobies, and cocks. And YouTube, I am merely stating birds, different birds. Hi, babe. Sleep girl, Lisa's phone. I did. I took a 2-hour nap this morning. And then I woke up and I fed all the animals. And then I got on stream. Funny thing about that is Bublito is most likely right. And thank you after 40. But I'm going to pass on that. Those are my types of birds, right? Oh, God. But yeah. I'll figure it out later. I've got too much to do. I have to get a lot of editing done. On the back of this paper is a list of shit I gotta get done for No System, and I have to finish editing the other video that is coming out this week. There's a special guest on that video. Let her sleep. I should be sleeping right now, but I'm here instead. See? You can't come at me. I'll take a nap after I get my No System work done. I promise. I promise. Notice I'm slowing down right now. I've stopped putting in effort into say this was a lot of effort right now. So I knew it'd be a short stream. We're only going to talk for a few more minutes, guys, and I'm going to get off so that way I can get my work done. I'll be great once this weekend hits because that means Cassie will have done her work. Everything will be scheduled. All the Raws, by the way, for the videos for this week are up on my Patreon right now for any of my patrons. You can go watch it. I see what you did there. Stab. I can't help it. I know it's a deadly disease. It's a deadly disease. I was in a meeting yesterday and I said, one of my coworkers started yawning and I was like, don't. I'll do it again. I said, don't. That's the world's fastest moving disease. Yes, we can. It's called double standards and hypocrisy. Oh no, babe. You might have to call Dad. Oh no, he's at the VA. Shit. Well, honey. Love you. No problem, Charlotte. I started watching it this morning. It's pretty fun, that one. Ooh, Greta, is that your tummy? How? I fed you a full meal. Axel, get out of the kitten's crate. Matt, I did a new technique. I took Calliope and Sinbad's food, and so if you look at their crate, guys, right? There's a chest of drawers right here. I put a bucket here to stop Axel from stealing the kitten's food. And then here's the door in the front. And Axel keeps reaching in because I put the water right here. And then I put food, empty bowl because they only need one bowl of water. Okay? Axel will stand here, reach through, tip over the food bowl, into the water, knock it all over the place, which, again, if you're fighting fruit flies, is just fantastic. By the way, Matt, you left the trash in the room yesterday. I had to pick that up this morning. I've yawned like 6 times right now. I'm sorry! And he constantly does it now. So what I did was I put water bowl, empty bowl, and all the way back here, I put the food. I think he still reached it. I haven't gotten up and checked yet. Cats, yeah, I know they will. And Axel is the prime example. Axel is a prime example of a thief. Zorro will get up on the counter and take the food right from you. Axel only steals from kittens. So, Zorro, come here. You gonna puff at me, huh? Zorro. I don't know if you guys ever seen Zorro up close. You've seen him sometimes when I've had him on stream. What, Orion? No. This one. Here, you want to see the pup? This asshole. Yeah, I'm talking about you. You bad boy. That asshole right there has been refusing to come in at night now when we put him out in his yard. He is chasing something around the yard. Don't know what, but he's chasing something. And they're on the outside of the yard. Now, here's the other thing, right? So, I don't know if I told you guys already, but my friend is gifting me chickens this year. I have a chicken coop out back, and I told my entire family, just help me get stuff for the chicken coop. That's all we need. Because it would be very helpful to me, because it'll help keep the bugs down in my backyard, where the ticks are. Even though I pay for a bug guy still. It'll help me with the eggs, because I always have eggs on hand. It's something I've always wanted. I've always wanted to have some kind of barnyard animal. And I'm getting really pretty chickens, too. I'm getting Ayam Shamanis. Okay? Well, now, Orion is showing excessive excitement for that building. And I'm like, you pick now, sir. You choose now. So, we have to rip down the old fencing. So, I am going to try to put up the fence around where the entryway is for this building in the dog yard. It's weird. Zorro. Come here. Papu. Yes, Aria, but you're not the one I was calling. Aria is the Orion of my cats. Her and Axel. If you call them for attention, if you call another cat for attention, they come to take it. Just like Orion, just take Aria's attention. You know what? You're pathetic, sir. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You are pathetic. My dog was being a dick earlier and wouldn't come in. I wish I could have chickens. See, the thing is, they're separated. But they're not separated enough. If Orion knows only a door is between him and the chickens, he will absolutely break down the door. So what I'm going to do is I'm taking what is okay in the fencing. I have wire fencing in the back that got broken by a tree. A tree fell on it and cracked one of the pipes. And I was like, it's going to cost me about $200 to get it replaced. Just for one section. And then I still had to buy the netting and everything else. Or I could just buy for $275 an entire fence that is set up with the cover on top and everything else. That made more sense to me. I have 20 lovely ladies. I don't want a flock that big. I think what I want is lace-wing Wyandottes. I don't know what color variations I want, but I love lace wings. I think they're absolutely stunning. And I'm getting 2 Ayam Samanis, and I don't know what else. One of them is going to be the rooster, and one of them is going to be the hen. Is it Orion's instinct to hunt? Yeah, he has high prey drive. He has very high prey drive. That's why he is not allowed around kittens and puppies. And that's just Orion. Some dogs have high prey drive. Pit bulls tend to have it more because they were designed to hunt. They were originally bred to hunt rats, and they were bred to be tough enough to hunt other animals. Oh, I got in a whole fight on Twitter last night with a guy over that who couldn't even read his own screenshots properly. He kept citing a dog that was bred for bull baiting. And see, well, that's what a pit bull is bred for. No, its ancestor is bred for it. Well, don't you know how ancestry works? Okay, all dogs are related to wolves, technically, sir. But we're not sitting here saying, why isn't my dog howling at the moon? Not every dog howls. Not every dog has this. My dog has no prey drive. Right. Your dog was bred differently because more than likely your dog was bred to be more of a household dog. And that's the thing when I talk about working class or I talk about regular class. That's what I mean, guys. Working class dogs are bred to have a higher prey drive 9 times out of 10 because they have to go hunt prey. And I'm going to go over all this because I actually recorded these weeks ago. I recorded all my animal videos back when I only hit 9,000 subscribers. Now I'm at 10,300. But I recorded them because I remember we all discussed it and you guys wanted me to do more animal videos. So I did a 3-part series. And, well, genetics play a part, bub. But I did a 3-part series and they're getting released over the next 2 weeks, but they're each an hour long and they're going to require a lot. That's one of the things I'm really stressing about because that I'm going to spend the next 2 days doing. I've got to rewatch them today and it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. You guys don't even know. Oh, good, babe. Good. She's like, oh, trash pandas. It's not that serious. Even sheepdogs have a higher prey drive. They have to. Well, yeah, because that's the thing. Like, you know, people sit there and go, oh, well, my dog is a lab, so it has a soft mouth naturally. No. But Brittany Venti has a ridiculous take on pit bulls. Can't stand when she talks about pitties like she knows what they are. There are people, like, for instance, the nanny dog narrative. The nanny dog narrative isn't real. Yeah, I know, Dad. Dad messaged me earlier, Matt. Cross your fingers. And then find out how much we owe Tim. The nanny dog narrative was built on a lie. And you can after 40, but it takes a lot more work because cats are literally like always one generation from feral. They're more wild than any other animal we have. Sans like foxes and stuff. Yeah. They aren't killers, but they can kill just like every other dog. The thing is, no dog is 100% safe. Dachshunds have mauled people to death. Chihuahuas have mauled people to death. It may take a couple of more of them to do it, but they will do it. You should never leave a child alone with an animal. You shouldn't. And it isn't just how they're raised, it's instincts and being raised. I will say that. It does matter. If you get a Doggo Argentino, you 9 times out of 10 can't handle it, no matter how well you train it. You can't own that dog. It's why you see so many Huskies in the shelter. Chihuahuas are meanie footballs. I could change your mind. There are hunting Chihuahuas. Chihuahuas were bred to hunt. If you, can I teach you some stuff? Yes. How you doing, Red? My sister's a French Bulldog has a mean bite. Again, all these dogs descend from breeds that were designed to do a job. And a lot of them are heavily inbred. Frenchies are super inbred. They're one of the few breeds that can't give birth on their own. I will see you soon when I get home. I love you too, babe. Try to put the money in the bank if you can. I want a Doug Bordeaux. Oh, a Bordeaux. They are great dogs, but again, you have to be dedicated. A lot of these other breeds, the more exotic breeds, like what Ark is talking about, these are dogs that were designed for a job. They were either designed to do guardianship. They were designed to do hunting. They were designed to do some kind of farm work. I'm very afraid of dogs as a kid. I still am, mostly, even though they are cute. I never forget that these animals are cute. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, if you are very scared around a dog, you increase your chances of getting bit. I will say that. My mom had a Chihuahua that, well, that's how you spell it, or Chihuahua? Chihuahua. Is that a different breed? I don't know that one. She was the best mouser. Chihuahuas are fantastic. Fantastic. Well, it's like this guy. All right, so guys, before we go, let me ask you a question. Do any of you understand when selective breeding is done, why I laughed when this man tried to tell me that pit bulls were bred to fight bears? Because there was some very obvious reasons why they were not. Can anyone tell me why it is blatantly obvious why pit bulls, and Matthew, not you, you heard me going off last night. What is the first blatantly obvious reason why pit bulls were clearly not bred to do this? At chat, let's get her talking about this. Bears, right? What was he on? Were they used in bear baiting? Yes. But what is the difference between bear baiting and fighting a bear? Thoughts on Burmese mountain dog? Fucking Ark, I'ma beat your ass. Size for one, exactly. Orion is not a standard pit bull. Pit bulls usually max out at 65 pounds, and they only stand roughly 2 feet tall. So so Raven and Mitch, first point, size. They are not big enough. What's the next? Because this is the most important part, is one that I don't think most people think of. But I want you just to look at it. She didn't get the weight memo. She's probably not a full pit. She might have other dogs in her. Probably like a Rottie or a Lab. Because most working breeds have other breeds mixed in every other generation or so. So that way they stay healthy. Because no matter what, when it's a purebred dog, it ends up having health problems. She's half-staffed. There you go. That's what it is. Can't bears to cat? They absolutely can with one swing. But the main thing is, if a dog... Thoughts on cutting Corso and raising him? You two are out. I am still on the topic of the bear part. You two have to wait. Can't stand it, and you're doing exactly what you said to it. I hate you both. When it comes to bears, and a dog is going head on with a bear, what is the first thing the dog is going to interact with besides the claws? The mouth. So, if a bear bites into a pit bull, it's going to tear right through that skin. Right through. If you look at most dogs bred to fight bears, they are double and triple coated. Their mouths, their muzzles are easily this wide. Orion's is this wide, okay? You're talking like these are huge Tibetan Mastiffs. Let me see. I got all the breeds last night because this guy was such a fucking clown. Oh, the one we were young fest just showed me the lineup. Woohoo! Oh, sorry, got excited. Let me go over my screenshots though, because when I tell you guys, I muted him eventually because like he kept sharing the same one screenshot about the pit bull being descended from the English bulldog, and after a bull baiting dog, and after a while I was like, "You're an idiot. I can't keep doing this. I have a life to live." So I just muted him. He really thought he was doing something. So let's see. So you got Norwegian elk hounds. I don't know how to pronounce it probably, but the Geamtund, the Norwegian elk hound. These were all bred to hunt elk and to hunt bears. And let me see, what else? Well, apparently I didn't screenshot it, but these are all huge dogs. And if you look up these types of dogs, they're massive. These dogs can max out at 250. Some of them can even weigh as much as me almost. These are huge animals that stand almost at my shoulder. They're giant. Hi, Silvar. Karelian bear dogs, exactly. And you'll see them more, with you being in Denmark, you'll see more of these dog types than we will here. And the thing is, when I looked up lists of the best dogs to take hunting bears, guess what also showed up on the list? Golden Retrievers. I was like, because this guy, here's the problem. Here's what the fight started with, guys. There's a whole thing where people believe that pit bulls as a whole should be wiped out from existence. They believe that the entire breed should be extinct. And I'm like, and the thing they go off of is 30 to 60 individuals a year. Okay? But they forget. And look, you can see how fucking crooked my middle finger. This is the one I broke. You can see how crooked it is. Anyways. 30 to 60 dogs a year cause fatalities. Yes, there are 3,600 roughly pit bull bites a year. But what about the other dogs? Do you know most people won't report if a golden retriever gets bites somebody, or a chihuahua, or even a lab, even though labs have the most bite? Like, they have the most instinct to bite because they're retrievers. What does animals retrieve with? Their mouths. And if you don't train a lab properly, they become a very vicious dog because it's their instinct to use their mouth. See, when I tell people these things, they stare at me like I'm an asshole because I'm suddenly going after their precious Muffy. Big dogs all around. Here's the problem, that except for like, and I say this in the videos, except for like 10 to 15 breeds that I can count off the top of my head, most breeds of dogs were made to hunt. They were bred to kill something. Dachshunds were bred to hunt badgers. Oh, you leaving, Raven? I didn't see you say, have a good day, honey. Or who's leaving? I don't know. Did someone say they were leaving? But yeah, that's my point. They don't want to get their anything destroyed. Now, I will answer ARCs first because I actually know a little more about it. Cane Corsos are awesome dogs if you are a dedicated owner. They can be around children if you're a dedicated owner. Should they be around little children? No. But most working dogs should not be around little children. Burmese mountain dogs, they are great dogs, but they're also heavily inbred. You can see the difference between a well-bred one and a inbred one. Burmese mountain dogs are supposed to be healthy with somewhat loose skin. But you see a lot of them that, you know, look like St. Bernards. But if a St. Bernard gained like 40 extra pounds. Ark is heavily inbred if you like him. It's the problem I have with most purebred dogs is that a lot of them are heavily inbred. With a Cane Corso, Cane Corsos are 100% working class dogs. They are not bred to be family dogs. If you do not know what you're doing, you have a monster on your hands. Burmese mountain dogs, they have been around a while, but they have been bred for family. So you have a little less of that risk. Chow Chows, another thing. Chow Chows, they are known. Chows, Kitas, these are not nice dogs because they aren't bred for it. That's why you do get instances where you have really great dogs. That's why you have that dynamic of some pit bulls that are great and some pit bulls that are not, especially the inbred pit bulls. You get a genetic disorder. When dogs are inbred to get certain colorations, for instance, there is no such thing as a blue pit bull. There is no such thing as a blue lab. What it is they are using a mutation and they are inbreeding their dogs to get that mutation to repeat itself. And so the problem is, guys, for an aesthetic, we are risking not only the dog's health, but our own safety and the safety of those around that dog so that it looks a certain way. Have you not ever noticed how the tinier the Chihuahua, the eviler it is? That's not a word, but it's okay. Pitties are black labs for insurance purposes, right? But that's my point, guys. You know, a lot of folks don't realize it. What the problem that we all face is, and what you don't face with a dog like a Carne Corso, or with a Dogo Argentino, or with a Bordeaux, is that it's very, very rare for you to have one of these dogs end up in somebody's hands that they don't belong in. Because if that dog acts out 9 times out of 10, the dog will just get put down. Axel, for fuck's sake. And really, sir? Well, then I'm going to move the door and you can sit here. They can all look at you. How's that sound? Let's not complain here. Right here. Lay down. Thank you. They can all stare at you. Yeah. Okay. So the more their owners ignore them, the more attention they want. Exactly, because they need something to do. They need a job. Most of these dogs were bred to have a purpose. And if they have no purpose, they will find a purpose. And you don't want them to find it. Orion was that way. It's how I know he's working class. If you don't give him something to do, Orion will find something to do. Oh, good boy. Yeah? You happy now? You're going to knock my pencils everywhere and I'll get to kick your ass? Is that what they're going to do? Notice he's baking biscuits. Slightly. He's annoyed because he wants me to hold him. Yeah? And so he's pushing against me because I'm not doing what he wants. But watch this. He knows what that means. Yeah. Is that the good pets? Let me see if he'll do it again. Let me bet. Oh, you want it back? Okay. I'm giving you what you want. He's an auto petter. Yeah. There you go. Why is Black Cats on stream? Yeah, I took my life into my own hands today. What? What'd you do? I cut nails and shaved out paw pads. I looked at my doggo. He's lazy, but that doesn't want to do much. He's an old man, and I'll get him away with whatever now. Right. Axel. Yeah? You want the scratchies? No. You sure? Yeah, you want them. Yeah, he wants me to hold them. That's the problem, and I won't do it. Hi, Sean. The best thing about cats is online is I don't sneeze. But yeah, guys, dogs are far more complicated than people really take into account. And Axel, you've got a thing sticking off of your paw. Stop. There we go. And I have a really big problem with it because a lot of people get dogs they don't belong having. And then later they get a bad reputation. Or they get a dog and they don't understand, dogs require time to get used to a place. Just because a dog is happy and friendly when it walks in your door doesn't mean that it's totally okay. It's a defense mechanism. Dogs are bred for that. So they are bred to be friendly because that, helps them get loved more. But they still don't know if you're safe. Actually, you're going to send shit flying and I'm going to kill you. It's pencils. Here, see? Look. See? Oh, I made an error. I made an error. Sorry, Axel. Well, fine then. Fuck you. No, do not walk on that keyboard. Sir. God. I can understand, by the way, hi, Linda. I can understand that I have a larger dog. Small dog would be tormented by my cat. And again, there is this thing of compatibility. Some animals are more compatible with others. Mistakes were made. Right. I have made an error. But, I think I've given my points. I have given my, you guys got your extra $4 out of me. That was 10 minutes. But I was trying to move the pencils for him. But all right, guys, I'm gonna go because I still got a lot to do. And quick, you know what? Fine. If someone donates $200 right now, I'll stay on. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. The price of the new markers. The pencils rolled on me. I'm offended. Have a good one. See you in a month. That's what I thought, Ark. Exactly, Mitchell. It's all part of the plan. But all right, guys. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for supporting me. If you want to buy your own Starson shirt, go and check out No System. But I love you guys. I will talk to you all soon. I will see you in November and online. I'll be around on the interwebs. But remember to tell the people that are important to you that you love them and to be safe. Look down below, guys. That's all my socials and my big fat arm. If I had that kind of cash, I'd have just bought some ESO cards. Right, 12-hour stream when she gets back. Bite me. That is genuinely $200. You might get that. Hell no. 12 hours. God, I'm crying at the idea. But have a great day, guys. I love you. Be safe. Enjoy your October. Wish me luck. Bye.